Here's more wrestling news for January 20th, 2026. Your headlines for this afternoon include multiple betrayals coming, WWE drops major Raw teases before Royal Rumble. Footage shows Drunken fans storming match before security takes him down. Serious update on Aleister Black's health amid WWE absence. WWE 2K26 reportedly getting major gameplay overhaul. WWE SmackDown officially moving to SyFy. New challengers line up for Becky Lynch after Raw title retention, and more. Things got out of control during the January 18th, 2026 main event at Arena Mexico when a drunken fan stormed the ring during the CMLL World Middleweight Championship match between Templario and Bandido. In the middle of the bout, the fan climbed onto the ropes and appeared to attempt to jump into the action. Bandido immediately stepped in to block the intrusion, preventing the situation from escalating further in the ring. What followed was complete chaos as multiple security guards rushed in and forcefully restrained the fan, at times appearing overly aggressive as they dragged him out of the ring. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured. Once order was restored, the match resumed, and Templario went on to retain the CMLL World Middleweight Championship against Bandido in what ultimately turned into a solid contest, despite the disruption. While discussing the incident on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer explained why wrestlers in CMLL are strictly prohibited from retaliating against fans, even in situations where someone physically enters the ring and provokes them. There's a rule at Arena Mexico. I mean, it's a steadfast rule that, if a fan does anything to a wrestler, the wrestler can never hit the fan, because they do not want any evidence that could be edited or whatever and go viral of a CMLL wrestler hitting a fan, Meltzer said. These shows are family shows. These shows are tourist shows, and tourists don't want to go and see the idea of drunk fans brawling with wrestlers. Meltzer added that responsibility falls entirely on security in those situations, though that system isn't always flawless. So you're not allowed to hit back. Security has to take care of it. Sometimes they're slow. That policy explains why Bandido remained hands-off during the ordeal, even as security aggressively removed the fan. Once things settled down, the match continued without further incident. While the situation ended without serious injury, it underscored the real danger posed when untrained fans enter the ring. Wrestlers perform in tightly choreographed environments, and one reckless move from an intoxicated spectator can cause serious harm, not just to talent, but to security and other fans as well. It also highlighted how different Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre's philosophy is compared to some other promotions, where talent may be more inclined or even encouraged to protect themselves physically in moments like this. What do you think of how Bandido and security handled the situation? Should promotions be doing more to prevent fans from rushing the ring? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Aleister Black has quietly stepped away from WWE television, and new details have now emerged regarding the reason behind his absence. The former NXT champion has been off the Friday Night SmackDown roster since his brutal ambulance match loss to Damian Priest on the January 2nd episode of the Blue Brand. At the time, PW Insider reported that Black's hiatus was intentional and designed to sell the violence of the match, though it was also noted that he was a bit banged up coming out of the bout, nothing considered serious. Now, a new update has added clarity. According to Dave Meltzer's daily updates, Black suffered a broken tailbone during the ambulance match. While the injury sounds alarming on paper, it's reportedly being classified internally as minor, and the decision to pull him from TV was always part of the plan, regardless of the injury. The belief is that Black's recovery timeline should be relatively short, keeping the door open for a sooner-than-expected return. In a best-case scenario, he could resurface later this month at the Royal Rumble, potentially entering the Men's Rumble match and immediately reasserting himself on the road to WrestleMania. For now, Black's absence continues to add intrigue to his character, with WWE seemingly balancing storyline realism and health precautions as they wait for the right moment to bring him back. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. WWE 2K26 is getting a major gameplay overhaul, and fans who thrive on chaos and customization have plenty to get excited about. According to a new report from Insider Gaming contributor Mike Straw on January 18th, this year's installment is leaning hard into destruction and player freedom, starting with the introduction of stackable tables. Even better, players won't have to manually line them up, making elaborate table spots smoother and far more practical during matches. They're adding stackable tables, and you won't have to manually manipulate the tables to do that, because that would be a negative, Straw explained. The chaos doesn't stop there. WWE 2K26 is also adding a shopping cart as a usable weapon, giving players another tool to unleash full hardcore mayhem, especially in backstage brawls and Extreme Rules environments. They're also adding a shopping cart that you can use, Straw added. One of the biggest quality of life upgrades revealed is a massive boost for creators. WWE 2K26 will reportedly feature double the number of Create a Superstar slots, a major win for community creators, modders, and Universe Mode players looking to build expansive custom rosters. On the gameplay side, an improved reversal system is also in development, aiming to make matches feel tighter, more responsive, and more strategic than previous entries. From what I have in front of me, an improved reversal system and double the number of Create a Superstar slots. That's where things stand right now in terms of gameplay, Straw noted. These details come just days after Insider Gaming revealed 4 new match types coming to WWE 2K26, I Quit, Inferno, 3 Stages of Hell, and the debut of the Dumpster match, along with the return of intergender matches across all modes, including My Faction. With destruction mechanics expanding, customization getting a major boost, and gameplay refinements already confirmed, WWE 2K26 is shaping up to be one of the most content-rich and chaotic entries in franchise history, even before the first official trailer drops. New feature has you most hyped? Sound off in the comments below. WWE SmackDown is set for a brief network shift in February, and viewers will need to plan accordingly. The February 13th and February 20th episodes of SmackDown will temporarily move from the USA Network to SyFy due to NBC Universal's Winter Olympic coverage. During the channel change, both shows will air at their usual 8 p.m. Eastern start time and will remain 3-hour broadcasts. The switch comes as USA Network carries Olympic programming from February 6th through February 22nd, with events airing from Lombardy and Northeast Italy across NBC Universal platforms. SmackDown is scheduled to return to USA Network on February 27th, just one night before the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event, making that episode a key stop on the road to WrestleMania. While the move is temporary, the timing is notable as WWE continues to build momentum across its top storylines during one of the most important stretches of the year. Do you think this short-term move to SyFy will affect viewership or disrupt storyline momentum heading into Elimination Chamber? Let us know if you'll be tuning in and share your thoughts in the comments. After her controversial victory over Maxine Dupree in Belfast on the latest episode of Raw, Becky Lynch has firmly established her second reign as Women's Intercontinental Champion. While Dupree is now forced to deal with the fallout of Natalya's betrayal, the rest of the locker room may already be lining up with Becky's title firmly in their sights. If WWE is looking for a true workhorse challenger, Ivy Nile stands out immediately. A key member of American Made, Nile has quietly built momentum, carving out a reputation as one of the most physically dominant competitors in the division. At 33, she's already proven she can go toe-to-toe with top-level talent, pushing former champions to their limits throughout late 2025. A program built around Becky's experience and ring IQ clashing with Ivy's relentless pitbull-like intensity would offer something fresh and could easily become a sleeper hit on a major premium live event card. Another intriguing option lies with Asuka. After the Kabuki Warriors dropped the Women's Tag Team Championships to Rio on the first Raw of 2026, the latest episode of the Red Brand teased tension and possibly a split. If that breakup becomes reality, history tells us that a focused, single-minded Asuka is at her most dangerous. She's long been one of the few women Becky has struggled to defeat decisively, and their chemistry has never been in question. Following Lynch's controversial retention against Dupree, Asuka calling her out would feel both natural and combustible. Then there's the wildcard fans can't ignore, AJ Lee. Her history with Becky is well documented, and if AJ were to enter the Royal Rumble and come face-to-face with the man, the reaction would be seismic. That confrontation alone could instantly reshape the Women's Intercontinental title picture. With Becky Lynch once again sitting atop the division, the real question isn't if challengers are coming, it's who steps up first. Who do you think should be Becky Lynch's next opponent? Is Ivy Nile ready for her biggest test? Should Asuka go solo? Or are you hoping for an AJ Lee moment? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We are concluding with Monday Night Raw, where tag team champions Rhea Ripley and Io Sky made their presence felt as Io revealed that both she and Ripley have officially entered the Women's Royal Rumble match. From there, the focus briefly shifted to their upcoming Women's Tag Team Championship defense at Saturday night's main event, where their challengers were confirmed to be Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. The challengers interfered and Liv took the mic and leaned hard into history, warning Io that Ripley has a habit of turning on her tag team partners when it benefits her most. She also revealed that Morgan, Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez will all be a part of the Women's Royal Rumble match as well. That's when things turned physical. Raquel struck, the Judgment Day women swarmed, and the faction stood tall over Io to close the segment. Beyond the immediate chaos, this was a quietly layered angle. On one hand, it planted subtle seeds of tension between Ripley and Io, fueling long-term speculation about a possible split. On the other, it raised serious questions about Judgment Day's own unity heading into the Royal Rumble. With 3 members in the same match, it feels inevitable that alliances will be tested. What happens if one eliminates another? And when opportunity meets ego, which bond breaks first? Those unanswered questions may end up defining both the Royal Rumble and the future of multiple factions coming out of it. How do you see this booking heading? Sound off in the comments below. For all of our subscribers, don't miss the 9 a.m. Eastern video we dropped earlier today. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.